We're lucky to be joined by Chris Smith today, who is a professional development coach. But I'll let you explain, Chris. What is it that you do?
I think the easiest way to explain what I do is really just to help people make amazing changes. And the way that I do that is first and foremost as a coach. And as you know, I'm also a hypnotherapist and an NLP practitioner. And what I've discovered is using those tools, I've just been able to help people make some great changes. And over the last 5 years, working out of Harley Street, I've built up a great clientele. And the successes off the back of that have earned me acclaim in the Telegraph, listed last year as one of the top 20 gurus, no less.
Guru, I mean, what a fantastic thing to be.
I know, how do you become a guru?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, so in essence, that's what I do. I help people to make changes, both through coaching and therapeutic interventions.
And it's so important. I mean, my first degree was in psychology, and I wasn't sure quite why I did that degree then, but I wouldn't be without it now, because in clinics, certainly, it's not a question of, oh, eat this, don't eat this, off you go away and do it. There is so much persuasion to be done and sort of psychological training to be done.
Yeah, absolutely. And interestingly, Yvonne, you can give people the best advice in the world, as you probably know. I think, first of all, they need a compelling vision to be able to take that advice on board. A lot of people end up with a set of bad habits. And the good thing, really, about bad habits is they are just that. So over a period of time, they've learned to do things in a certain way. And they're kind of like heartbeats, you don't have to think about them too much. Yet learning to take on a new set of success habits makes things quite different. A presupposition that I work upon is that everybody that I see already have the resources within them to make some changes. And if they don't, they know where to get them. Hence, they've already come to you for great nutritional advice. So really, hypnotherapy is a great enabler to have them access all of that great knowledge that you've already given them, so they can tap into it and do the right things.
Do you have some advice for people, some things that, without going into clinic, that people could take on board to really help them to make changes to their diet? Yeah,
absolutely. In fact, I've got 7 principles that I work on also. So I think the most key thing is commitment. So, whenever anybody embarks upon a journey, they need to be totally committed to taking that journey and to decide where it is that they're going. So they need to think about what it is they're committed to. So in helping people decide what they're committed to is really to think about the end result. The second principle is something that I call cleaning, or cleaning on old beliefs. You probably find many of the people who come to you have repeated the same patterns over and over again. And in my experience, that's really because they have some deep-seated beliefs that keep them stuck where they are. It's almost like the story always ends the same way. So cleaning on beliefs is really important. A very simple way to do that is to examine what is it you believe about yourself at the moment. So what is it you believe about yourself in your ability to eat healthier, perhaps to make better choices. And typically you hear parents say things to children like, oh, she likes her food, or the person who's always been slightly overweight, maybe as a child. Those kind of things develop into stronger beliefs. So kind of cleaning on those, examining where did those beliefs first show up? What are they costing me? What have they cost me personally? What have they cost me professionally? And what have they cost me from a health perspective?
And does it help? I find that when I have that discussion with people, they find that quite hard to do. Do you think it helps to write it down? Do you think?
Undoubtedly. There's a very powerful transmission from taking what's in the head and putting it onto paper. It's a very cathartic process, and it defines and helps them arrange their thoughts in their mind. So yes, undoubtedly.
And just putting some proper time aside to do that, rather than just thinking, oh, I can think about that on the bus. And
sitting down, taking some time, and then making a list of what are the beliefs that I'm carrying and what are they costing me. So then actually cleaning them up. So the cleaning process is really important. And then the most obvious thing then, my third principle is you need a compelling vision.
Yes.
Or you need a compelling representation. Not everybody's visual. So some people feel their way through an experience more, or they like to hear something. And for healthy living or people who want to shed a few kilos or a few pounds, really that's sometimes about either visualizing a particular weight. It may be thinking about being a particular dress size or a trouser size. It may just be catching a glimpse in a shop window, or it may be hearing something from somebody that just says to them, "You look really great." Or they may just imagine a feeling that goes with it.